Now, I made a lot of content about digital minimalism. I think it's very much required in modern day where we are using our mobile devices more and more. It's essentially like you're cleaning up your table or your bed, but it's for your phone. One of the easiest ways by which you can clean up your home screen a little bit and declutter your applications is by installing a third-party launcher on your phone. In case you're an iOS user who's wondering what a launcher is, it's a revolutionary technology that Apple will invent in 2023. So until then, shake your dongles and enjoy the top-notch experience that iPhones give you. But yeah, as Android fans, we are well familiar with the concept of a launcher, right? I've already made plenty of videos about the best launchers that you can download and use in 2021. You can find that there. But I've already tried some best launchers and I've finally settled on the block ratio, which I've again covered in very in depth on this channel. But I've recently kind of remembered another launcher which was there, but I never tried for some reason, and that's Less Phone. And of course, just like with every other digital minimalism app, it's built on the concept that we need to use our phones less. It's super straightforward, really. You just download the app from the Play Store, the free version. I mean, there is an in-app purchase version again. We'll get to that in a second. But once you download it, you are basically taken to this screen where you are asked to pick 4 apps that you use the most. One of them being the Tasks, which is a preset. You can select 3 apps from the list of applications that you have on your device, and that's it. No setup process, no wallpapers, no customization. This is the launcher. That's all it looks like. Now, I really liked it for its simplicity. It's basically just one flat color on the back with 4 of your most common applications, one of them being a very elegant task manager. And it's not a task manager like recent apps. It's basically like a list of checkboxes that you have a to-do list basically, where you can populate some of things that you want to do for the day, and you can strike them off as it's done. And at the end of the day, you can say clear completed, so it will clear all of them off. Now, I can confirm that having a to-do list can kind of help you organize your day a little bit better. You tend to waste your time a little bit less when you have some things to do. Yeah, I know it's a pretty lazy thing to do. I mean, who's going to write a to-do list for all the activities that you're going to do? We usually spend our times doing nothing the whole day. I'm guilty of that as well. But yeah, that is a built-in app that comes with the launcher. Now, what makes this launcher unique from all the other minimal launchers out there is that there is no app drawer, like anywhere. This is the old screen. There is no app drawer, no shortcuts to get your apps. The 3 apps that you select, other than the tasks, which you can change if you want, but those are the 3 apps you are stuck with for the whole day. And in case you want to change any of the selections that you have made, you have to individually go to the settings and change those options to some other app. So that's the only way you can access other applications. There are no shortcuts or anything like that, except of course notifications. If you get a notification from some application here, you can click on that and go to that app. So if you still get a lot of WhatsApp, Instagram notifications, you can still be distracted with this thing. So it's up to you to disable those notifications. Unlike the ratio, there is no separate notification manager like a ratio tree or anything like that here. But I usually do that anyway. Like, I don't really like using Facebook or Instagram, so I've disabled the notifications regardless. So in that case, you won't be distracted with this at all. But the very fact that you have to go through all these additional steps in order to access some particular app automatically reduces your usage of that app, because we only use certain apps when we are lazy, and the fact that the applications are so easy to access now, you just have to go into your app drawer and tap on it. It'll just open up within seconds. That is the main reason why we spend so much time on those apps, because they are easily accessible. The moment anything becomes even 2 steps extra difficult, we tend not to do it half the time. So this definitely helps you reduce the screen time that you spend on those apps that distract you a lot. I mean, there is nothing, there is no search function, there is no like quick shortcut for anything. You just get to add 4 basic apps, and of course there are some additional settings here which we'll get to in a bit. But that's all you're stuck with. There's a shortcut for the home phone dialer, because that's the main thing that you will be primarily using your phone to make phone calls. But yeah, this thing is actually pretty great. Although here's my biggest complaint. Any other customization that you want to do, like literally this is the default home screen that you get. If you want to change even one thing, you have to buy the full version. Now, if you see the video that I covered about the other 7 launchers that I recommend, all of them, the full version of all of them are more or less 100 rupees each. So 100, 120, they vary between that price tag. And this is the same. The full version costs you about 100. And funny enough, if you go to purchase the full version and then click back, it automatically gives you a 40 rupees discount for some reason. I know, sunlight looks beautiful, but the 30 degrees Celsius temperature is a lot less beautiful to realize. But yeah, I don't have any other complaints other than the price restriction. Like, you have to buy the Pro version in order to even basically customize anything about this. Even if you want to change the background color, yeah, you have to buy the full version. I guess this was just to show you what this thing can do for you. Like, if you want to just use it for a day or two and see what it's like, yeah, you can definitely do that. But once you get bored of this white surface, or you want the dark mode option here, yeah, this doesn't automatically apply dark mode. Like, my device is already on dark mode, But yeah, this thing is fixed at the white background, and you have to buy the full version to apply any of the other backgrounds like black, yellow, and blue. But I guess they could have at least given some customization. Like, I mean, even the font size is fixed to medium. Like, if you wanted to switch the font to large or small, you have to pay for that as well. Like, I guess at least a few basic features should have been free. Something like you can add a maximum of 5 different tiles, but if you want 6, 7, and 8, you have to pay. Something like that. I feel like a lot more people would have used it if that was the case. Like, some kind of flexibility is always good to promote people to buy the newer version, because people who want crazy amount of flexibility will buy the latest version, of course with any payment that comes with it. But yeah, anyone who's happy with the basic customization that they have will start using the free version. But I guess that's the thing. I guess developer had to get your money, so they made this very basic app, and even to change a few things, they asked you money for that. And I guess that's okay. I mean, if the application is good enough and it's only 100 rupees, it's not that great. So I guess it's a fair ask in exchange of that. Talking a little bit about performance, this thing performs great. And unlike the block ratio, it doesn't consume your battery even when it's not being used. So the battery consumption on this thing is on par with what your built-in launcher does, or even less in some cases. I mean, it's so clean and plain. It looks really nice. I really like the idea behind this, and it kind of reminds me of that Desert Island app. I covered it more in my digital well-being kind of checklist that I made a couple of couple of months ago when we were still in quarantine. Yeah, it feels like a year, but you can check out that video if you want. This app definitely belongs on that list. It definitely helps you cut down on the screen time that you spend on some apps, even some games if you're hooked on them. Yeah. Like I said, this additional step that you have to do to change the settings in order to get the other app, that will kind of prevent you from using a different kind of app. And I think in a way that 4 app restriction for a free version was a good thing, because if the free version also had 5, 6, 7 application customization, then maybe people would have not bothered to buy the full version anyway. Yeah, I definitely recommend you try this out. Now, there are people out there who basically don't change anything about their phone ever since the day they get it. Like, some people even keep the same wallpaper for 6, 7 months. And there is nothing wrong with that. Those people only use their phone as a phone and not as a multimedia gaming machine like most of us do. So for them, this would be perfect. And even if you are on the extreme end of things, and if you're a power user like me, once in a while it's good to cut back on this. And it's super easy to switch back anyway. You just have to switch your home launcher by going into settings. It's not that great. So yeah, give yourself some break and use your phone less, as they say, because less is more. That was deep. That's what she said. Personally though, I think I'll switch back to the block ratio launcher. It's still pretty great and I enjoy using it on a daily basis. If you want to know what my experience was using block ratio for a long time, I've made a video of that as well. You can check it out. But yeah, I mean, this is a block ratio stripped down version. So it's a very restrictive way of keeping your phone kind of clean and declutter yourself. I mean, after using this for a while, you realize just how many apps you had on your phone that you never even needed. Like, you never even wanted to use it, but you just had it because, I don't know, you saw an ad for it somewhere and you just downloaded it for yourself. So after using this for a while, it definitely kind of helps you get a perspective on what is it that you truly use every day and what is it that you never use, which is just sitting there eating battery on the back. Eating battery in the background. There is a beta program as well. I'm not sure how often this app gets updated. I used it for a day and I quite liked it, except for the pricing limitations, but whatever, it's fine. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below about the less phone, and do you think you'll try this over the block ratio, or are you still using block ratio right now? Let me know if you enjoy customization as I do, and I'll make more of these Android customization kind of videos. Until next time, take good care of yourself, use your phone less, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.